All right, so it should be working now. Let's see. Let's see if this is working now. This should be working now. I mean, it should be working. Let's see. Is my stream on?
Hold on. Hey, bro, quick question. On
Yep.
the Tiki opening, how do I change it to like?
I mean, you would just have to go click on the settings and change it there. But I just, on this one, I just mark it up. So like you saw me on my screen, I marked it up. Hold on. I'm trying to see right now on YouTube if it's streaming yet or not. Because I don't think it is. Let me try to
Yeah,
log.
streaming.
It's not
It's
showing.
not,
Yeah.
it's not streaming.
No. That's the old one, yeah. It should be a new one. Okay, there's a new one up now. Okay, yeah, there's a new one up. All right. Yeah, I just found it. It's up. So let me get this going. We do a pop-up doc. This, put this down there. Should be on now.
Okay.
All right, so what I did is I just marked it up like you see on my screen. You see these two purple lines? That's my opening right there. So it's crazy though, because it started moving after the open. Didn't do anything really during the open, and it started moving after. So the open was trash. It was complete trash. It was,
I was looking at this. I was looking at opening would be like say about 75-45, right? And it would be around 25-40.
so it would be, the lower would be 75-42 and 75-45. So literally a 3-point open trash. But we'll see what happens from here. It already came out from the lower open, but I'm gonna wait to see what happens on this EMA right here. Price can come down to this 5-minute EMA. I'm gonna wait to see what happens before I do anything. And I also have this trend line marked up right here. This is on a 4-hour, this pink trend line. That's a 4-hour trend line that I marked up. And price has been coming there and then going up. So you see it here on the 4-hour on my screen. Price has been going there and coming up. So it's been respecting that since Tuesday, May 19th. So since May 19th, it's been respecting this trend line right here. So right here, price can technically start going back up. So we're gonna watch it closely here and see what happens. What's going on, Angel? So right now, Angel, what I'm waiting for is price to kind of show me what it wants to do, because the open was extremely weak. We had a really weak open. It was only like 3 points, which is crazy. So waiting for this to go back, because the lower range was at 75.42. I'm gonna just wait to see what it does here. I'm gonna give it a little bit of time, because we might just be going down to this 5-minute EMA. We might be testing the 5-minute EMA, and then price can reject and go back up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a minute here. I'm gonna get off the phone, but I'll be on stream. So just hit me on the chat on stream. All right. All right. There. All right. So right now, guys, what we're doing is we're literally just waiting to see. We're gonna wait to see price come back around here, but I'm not really too sure about this because this open was just complete, just sad, honestly. It was a 3-point open, so I'm gonna kind of wait, give this some time. We're near all-time highs. Let's not forget that. So all-time highs are not, out of range here. All-time highs are from our open. All-time highs are 100 ticks. So all-time highs are only 100 ticks away. So got to keep that in mind and see what we do here. But I'm waiting to see if price goes down to this 5-minute EMA. And then I might take a buy off of this 5-minute EMA to the upside. Instead of waiting for price to keep going back down, I might take a buy and see if we can get a buy when price reaches down here. So right now what we're waiting for is just this retest, and we'll see from there. We had more movement after the opening, which is crazy. So right now we've broken out of the opening range, 16 ticks, but it's still trash. The opening range itself was only 13 ticks, which is just embarrassing, honestly. It's crazy. It's a very, very minimal price action there. So this trend line right here, this pink trend line, is a 4-hour trend line, and it's been respected since Tuesday the 19th, and we're on the 26th. So since last week, it's been respecting this trend line right here, and we got close to it and we went back into a buy. Every time we've come here, we've gone into a buy from here. So that's another area to keep in mind. Price could go all the way down into a sell to there. That's why I want to wait to see what happens at that 5-minute EMA, because price could continue going down. But you gotta look at what price did all day today. This was my trade from last night, and it hit just perfectly. Literally, it hit at 335 this morning and took me out in full profit. But it just barely hit it, went up, and then it came back down and would have hit it again, exact same spot at 9:40 in the morning. So that would have been at the opening range. And then it went up and came back down. So that trade played out though. So I got a nice W there. That was a $1,800 win on this trade. But we're pretty much essentially right back at the same price again. Price is right back where it was. Price just bought back up past that opening range, the lower opening range. Gotta wait to see what it's gonna do here. And we could potentially go for a sell here, and we could try to see if we could sell all the way down to this trend line. So I'm going to see how far up this goes. But we could potentially look for a sell here. Get myself all set up and ready to go, and I'll just wait now to see what price is gonna do. So we'll just give it some time here, and we'll see what it's gonna do. See where that 1 minute EMA is at. Probably right around there right now. We're above the 1 minute EMA right now. That's where price went down to, actually. Price shot down, went down to that 1 minute EMA, bounced back up. We've retested the lower opening range. We don't have a lot to go up from here. The highest it's been from our point right now is 52 ticks. So might not be a terrible area to look for a sell, because it's not like there's a lot of crazy room for it to go up, unless if it just goes and creates new all-time highs. But I feel like before we do the all-time highs, I feel like price is going to go back down. I would love to see price come all the way down here. So I'm looking at possibly going in for a sell on this next candle right here. Go back to the 5 minute. We just went to the mid-range of the orb right there. We're on a new 5 minute candle. We'll let this candle play out, and then I'll be looking for a possible entry here. Might go into a buy depending on how it reacts up here, so I'm gonna let it play itself out here. Just busted past that opening range high. All-time highs are literally right here. They're not far. All-time highs are currently, the highest is 100 ticks away. All-time highs of yesterday's session are 40 ticks away, but the all-time highs right now from overnight are 100 ticks away. We're gonna watch this carefully here, see what we want to do. Don't want to rush into a trade, so I'm gonna take my time and wait for the right entry here. Price came pretty close to my 4-hour trend line down here. This was at 11:55 this morning, and then again at 1:35. It came close, and it came close again at 3:05, and price started going up from there. So I wonder if this is as low as it's gonna go, or if it might possibly come back down. But we'll see. I wouldn't want to go into a buy just yet in case the price comes back down this way. So I'm gonna wait to see. Maybe if we test this area here, I would like to wait to see. I'll make this yellow. I'd like to see this area test right here, because we could do the same move that we did earlier, and we could test that area, and then we could sell back down. And you can see from when it did that earlier, it just sold all the way down pretty much to my trend line. And it might repeat that same kind of activity right now. So I don't want to get caught in the wrong direction here. I'm going to give this some time and I'm going to wait. We're above the 5-minute EMA right now. We're above the 1-minute EMA. Yeah, we might get a full closure above the high. That's what I'm waiting to see. We got full closure outside of the lower one as well, though. I just don't know if this is going to commit into a full buy right now because the opening was very weak. Didn't have a strong open. So I almost feel like we might sell down to this trend line I have marked up here. I have this pink trend line that you see right here. This is a 4-hour trend line, and this trend line's been getting respected since last Tuesday, the 19th. So I would like to see price come down here. I don't want to rush into an entry. Yeah, exactly. I'm not trying to rush into an entry, just like you said. I'm trying to avoid doing that. Getting a little rejection up here. I may go for a sell here off of this. I may sell off of this zone right here. It's a new candle, so I'm gonna give this candle a little bit to see what it does. But this might not be a terrible place to take a sell. As you look at it like this, I'm gonna take a sell here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a sell right there, guys. Could have probably regrabbed. I'm gonna give it another minute or so, but I think I'm gonna take a sell up here and I'm gonna hold it. All right, I'm gonna go for a sell here. Let me just make sure. Give it a minute here. I'm in. All right, so I went for a sell, guys. I'm in on the trade. I sold at, where did I sell at? I sold at 7544. That's crazy. That's the same entry I had yesterday. So I sold at 7544. Go for a short here. Yeah, I got the same entry, 7544. We could have gotten a better entry, but it's okay. I'm not going to hold this crazy, though. If it goes against me above this trend line, let's say 15 ticks against me, I'll get out. And I'm going to move this up. My take profit is going to be set for 7532. Be my take profit. So my take profit is going to be set right here. My take profit set for 7532. And my stop, I am going to set it at 7548. All right. Boom, there we go, guys. Currently up 320 on this trade. So we're up 320 right now on the trade. I have my stop loss at 75.48 right now. Hopefully I don't get stopped out, but I have it at 75.40, 8.50. I'm hoping price continues to go down from here. Right now, we're just waiting, guys, to see how this plays out. So we're testing that lower range right now. So we'll see if price keeps going down from here. Got to be around that 1 minute EMA right now, I would say. Let's see. Yep, of course. So price is right down to that 1 minute EMA. So it's going to be kind of a deciding factor right here, guys. It could go into a buy from here. Watch it carefully here, but price could go into a buy off of this 1 minute EMA. So we want to see us break past it, continue to go past it, because if we could break past this 1 minute EMA and then start going for that 5 minute EMA, that would be an ideal situation. All right, we're getting a little pullback here. Price is coming up a little bit, but we're going to keep on holding it for now. Price is pulling back up right now. Going back towards my entry. I might move this to... No, I'm not even going to put it to break even. I'll put it to break even. I'm going to get stopped out here. So I'm going to give this a minute to see what it wants to do. But price did a nice run down to that 1 minute EMA. And then it came back up. So I'm going to give this a chance to kind of breathe here and see what it does. We're back at my original entry point right now. See what we do here. Got to see how price reacts around this area. Because if we break this trend line that I have right here, if we break this trend line, might be my confirmation to get out of the trade. That's a nice little spike up. Price is reacting here. I'm going to hold this for now until we get to this trend line, because price could spike up and just get to that trend line. So I'm not trying to get stopped out and then have price go back in my direction. Go back to the 5 minute here. Watch this in the 5 minute. Okay. So price is currently kind of just hovering around my entry point. So I'm going to just give this a minute here. We want to see if price respects this trend line right here. If it respects this trend line around 75.46, we should be good. I'm looking for a sell down here. My full take profit will be around 75.32. But depending on how price is acting when we get to this 5 minute EMA, if we get down there, I might take profits earlier, but I'm gonna give this a minute, see how it plays out. Hopefully we get another reversal in our direction. Price was down here. We were just up about almost $400 on this trade. We're currently down a little bit right now, or right around break even, close to our entry, but we're gonna give it some time to breathe. I want to see price stay below this. So if price blows past this trend line right here, then that's where I'm probably going to look for an exit. And there we go. We just went to it. So we touched that trend line and we blew past it. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if it respects it. Let's see if price comes back down. That was a pretty aggressive spike up. I have a stop loss in place. I don't want it to hit it, but I do have a stop loss in place. The way price is moving right now, though, it could reach that stop. I have my stop currently in place at 75.48. Going for a little bit over 2.5 right now. 2.5 risk to reward ratio. So let's see if we can bounce off of that trend line that price just spiked to and come back down. Hopefully we can come back down and go back into a sell from here. Got 2.5 minutes left on this 5 minute candle, so we got to see what this candle does. If this candle does a strong break above this trend line when we're hovering right now, this trade's probably going to go against us here. There we go. We're back at that trend line. Got to watch it carefully here. I have a stop not far from here, so I might get stopped out, guys. I'm not risking too much tonight. I'm risking 675 on this trade. Profit target is set for 1800. I'm risking 675. So I might get stopped out here, and if I do, I'm gonna just let it hit that stop. Hopefully it doesn't get to that, but currently down 240 on this trade. I want to see how price reacts around here. I mean, on the 5 minute, this can move up a little bit right here. It means the trend line's actually a little bit higher than I thought, because that's the last place it spiked to right there. So the trend line's just slightly higher than what I originally had it at. I'll go ahead and adjust this trend line so I can have it be as accurate as possible. Looks like price is going to go up to that trend line right there. So let's see what happens when we get up there. I'm going to move my stop just a little bit here. I don't want to get stopped out if it's only going to go to that trend line. So I'm going to move my stop to 75.49.50. and that's gonna be the last time I move it. So I moved it to 75.49.50 just because this trend line was slightly off right here, and we have the wicks going right there. So I want to see what price does when it reaches that trend line. See if it comes back into a sell. If it goes into a buy, then I'll just take the loss and I'll look for another entry on a buy position if that's what it's showing me. I'm in pretty heavy right now, guys. So if you're in lighter, you can hold this trade longer for sure. But I'm in heavy right now. I'm in 3 full-size contracts. So my price action's moving pretty aggressively right now. So if you're on a smaller contract size, you could definitely hold this trade longer than I can. But I'm not going to risk it that much because my contract sizing is big. I'm currently down 317 on this trade, just to give you guys an idea from my entry. So I'm running a pretty heavy contract size here. But my take profit is also down here at full take profit 1800. So I'm risking a little bit more, but I'm looking for more in return for it. So that's why. But if you have a smaller entry price and you have smaller risk parameters, you could definitely hold this trade a little bit longer to see if it plays out. But if it gets up to this point where I have my stop loss, I'm going to have to get out just because I have to minimize my risk. I have to try to keep the loss as small as possible for it to make sense. Getting a nice little rejection here again. Trade's almost about to go back into profit right now. Getting close to break even, so this trade's almost back at break even right now. Let's see if we can keep this momentum going back down to the downside. Price could be running back down to the 1 minute EMA. Let's see what the 1 minute's looking like. So right now the 1 minute EMA is right around 75.41. So price could come down there. That will put us back into profit a good amount. We got to watch what price does if it does go down there. I hope this night picks up a little bit because right now price action is moving extremely slow, and I hate nights like this. So hopefully we get some more movement going here. It's about to be 9 o'clock, so 9 o'clock China session is going to kick off. So hopefully when the China session rolls in, we get some more movement going. Hopefully not the wrong way though, because if it goes the wrong way, I'm going to get taken out. It's going to rinse me. So hopefully when China session kicks off, it goes in our direction to the downside, because we got another 8 minutes till the China session kicks off. Price is kind of just staying stagnant right now, so we'll see what it wants to do. It's a very weak open for the Tokyo Open. So Tokyo and the Sydney Open were very weak. I'm hoping we can get a run down to from this trend line here to the bottom of this trend line, and if price makes its way back down to this trend line before we get there, I will hit my full take profit. So that's what I'm aiming for, is this trend line down here. I want price to eventually come down here as long as it respects this trend line. So price needs to respect this trend line up here at the 75.47 range, 75.48. Around this area, it needs to be respected. And if it can respect that, I'm looking for price to make its way all the way down to that 75.29 range down here on this bottom trend line. And as long as we can continue to break down this way, we should be good. I'm back in profit right now. Trade's officially back into profit. Nothing fantastic, but we are green again on the trade. Need to see more movement than this though to get excited, and I need to see movement in our direction at the China Open, because if the trade goes the wrong way, it's gonna, for me, it'll get ugly fast because of the size that I'm running on this trade. There we go. Some nice movement down. Back up about 140 right now. 132. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going down. If we work our way back up again, guys, I might cut this trade and wait for another entry if it does go back against me. Currently, right now, I'm still in profit. Got 50 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Hopefully this next candle opens strong into a sell and goes in our direction. If you look at it here, we have this sideways flag going right now. Got the trend line on the top. I'm gonna change the color of these trend lines so they stick out a little bit. Let's make these trend lines, let's make them blue. Okay, so we got that blue trend line right there, and then we got this blue trend line right here. I'll make this one blue. So we got these two blue trend lines right here, guys. Actually, I'm gonna make them white. I'm looking at it on the screen down there. I think you guys will see a better white. Let me try white. Yeah, white looks better. You guys can see that better. So if we go down, if we stay below this trend line up top and we go down, the likelihood of us selling down towards our take profit are extremely high. So we got pretty much a sideways flag going right here. So price can bounce back and forward until we get to this point right here. When we get to this point right here, price is going to want to either break to the upside or break to the downside. So I'm hoping that this is the top of where we're going to reach on the buy side, and then we start making our way back down to the lower part of this trend line. So let's hope when China session kicks off, it doesn't get too aggressive. Well, let's say too much volatility. I could go with aggression, but it needs to be in my direction. So now we just watch it and wait. We're back right around break even right now, down $50 on this trade. So nothing too concerning right now. Again, I just need price to stay below this zone right here. So as long as price stays below this white line, we'll be okay. We'll go grab a water real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we got 4 minutes until the China session kicks off. So let's see what China's going to do. China's either going to bless us or it's going to screw us. It's going to be one or the other. China's either going to do us a favor. Woo, that was a strong push up. That was a very strong buy on that candle right there. The candle just shot up aggressively. I don't care what price does. If it goes up, it just needs to stay below this line. If price goes above this line, that's when I'm concerned. As long as price stays below this line right here, the one that I'm moving my mouse around, as long as price stays below this, here, let me use my little pencil. As long as price stays below this area right here, then we're good. But if price goes above that area, we're not good. We're screwed. The price just needs to stay below that. So let's see what price does when it gets to that range. As long as price doesn't go above that, I'm not too concerned. If it goes above that, I will be concerned. Got 2 more minutes. Got 2 more minutes here. See what price does here. Got a minute and 28 seconds left. All right. Go. Minute and 10 seconds left. All right, price looks like it's going up towards that trend line, guys. Gotta watch it here. Gotta see what it does when it gets up to this trend line. As long as price stays below that trend line, guys, we'll be all right. China just opened, so let's hope China does not screw us. Come on, China, don't do us dirty. Trade is at pretty much break even right now, guys. If China does a nasty push up, we can get burned here. So let's hope not, because I am pretty heavy in on my contract sizing right now. We just have to stay below this. As long as we stay below this, we'll be okay. Just got to stay below this guy. As long as we don't go above that, we should be good. So let's hope we stay below that. So let's see what the China Open does for us. It opened up with a strong push down, but let's see if it can continue to do that. If it brings price down, that'll be great. The most we've been in profits so far in this trade, I think, was about $380 so far. So, not terrible. But our profit, full profit target is set for $1,800 for tonight. But again, I'm not gonna specifically hold out for that number. If it starts going in my favor and I see it turning around, I'm gonna just close the trade. Can always catch another trade tomorrow. But if this does hit for full TP tonight, then I won't trade tomorrow. That's what I'm going to start doing now. So if I hit full TP, if I get my full profit target for the day in the Asian session, then I'll just take the New York session off. Because a lot of times I'll get full TP on the Asian session, then I trade the New York session, and I end up losing money in the New York session. So if the Asian session does well for us today, guys, then I will be taking the morning session off. If we lose tonight, then I'll be trading tomorrow. All right, looks like we're going up for that trend line. Let's just hope we stay below it. All right, nice little rejection right there. Let's see if we can keep price going down. Got just under 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. All right, price going back up. Looks like we're going to test that trend line. We need to stay below it, so see what happens when we get there. Oh, I'm gonna do that. How do I turn you off? I don't want you no more. Get rid of all these little guys right here. Trash. $35 seconds left on this candle. Really need to see this price come back down from this trend line. And I'm hoping for a very strong sell off of the trend line. If it does anything like it did here in the previous times, dude, why can't I turn off this pen? Get out of here. I don't want you. Pen, go away. Why is it locked? No. I don't know why this pen won't leave me. Go away. Give me anything aside from that pen. Here we go. Crazy. Couldn't get rid of that pen for nothing. All right. So if price does anything like what I expect it to do, get rid of all these little dots, and we'll be fine. Because this is the trend line right here that we're sitting around, guys. And this is what price did when we last came to this trend line. We went into a very aggressive sell. So as long as price goes up to that trend line and we respect it, we should be in a good position for an aggressive sell. So I'm really hoping that that's what we get here. So at this point, we just got to wait to see. Stop loss, I said, just a little bit above that. Give me some room for slippage in case the price spikes up. But if it goes too much further above that trend line, then I'll just take the loss because then it would invalidate the trade. But I left my stop a little bit higher just in case if there's like a crazy spike, price spikes up past that trend line. I don't want to get stopped out just for price to shoot down in my direction. So as of right now, we're going to let this ride. This new candle is starting in our favor. Let's hope that we could break this previous 5-minute candle. So see if we can get price to come back down. It shot right back up very aggressively there. I wish I could have gotten an entry like more up here. That would have been lovely, but well, I mean, I could have, but I would have waited, but it's all right. I'm still comfortable with my entry as long as price does do what I want it to do. Whoever who's in the trade, type in how much contracts you want in on the trade. I'm in 3 minis, so I'm in 3 full-size minis. So I'm pretty much at what is that? I'm in like $37.50 per tick right now. All right, so we're going for this trend line, guys. It's about to hit it. Let's hope it hits this trend line and shoots down, please. Here we go. It just hit the trend line. It's at that trend line. It shot up above it. That's what I was preparing for. I may get stopped out here, guys. If I get stopped out here, it's going to be a pretty nasty loss. Let's hope price shoots down. I'm not going to move my stop either. So if it takes me out, it takes me out. And I'll tell you guys right now, if it does take me out, I will be getting taken out for $825. So that's what I'm risking on this trade now. So let's hope that that was it. Let's hope it doesn't go higher than that, because if it goes higher than that, guys, it's not going to look good on this trade for me. Again, if you're in less contracts, you can definitely hold this trade out and see how it plays out. But I'm running too much risk here to hold the trade. That's the problem when you go bigger size. You can't let the trade breathe as much. So I'm running too much risk to let this trade really breathe out. So if price does get up there, I'm going to just take the L. You're in at 8 micros. All right. Yeah, with 8 micros, bro, you can hold the trade for longer. So you're in with 8 micros. You could definitely, you have the advantage to be able to hold this trade a little bit longer than me. Let's hope that that spike was the last run that we get up to that range, because it literally spiked just slightly above that trend line. If I wasn't in so aggressive on this trade already, this is somewhere where I would consider DCA and I would consider adding to my position here, but I'm already in rather aggressively, so I'm not going to add to my position. But if I wasn't in so aggressively, I think I would add to my position here. But since I'm already in it aggressively, I'm gonna just hold it. Let's see where it's done in the past. It hasn't spiked up above that in the past, so. We're at the start of a new 5-minute candle, guys. Let's hope that price respects this area here. Nope. I'm gonna get stopped out here, guys. I really don't want to get stopped out. I'm so tempted to move this. I'm so tempted to move the stop loss because I really don't want to get stopped out here, guys. But I don't know if I should just take this L. I'm gonna leave the stop loss for now, but this thing's getting close to stopping me out. If it keeps going this way, I'm gonna get stopped out. Not looking great for me right now. Way too close to my stop loss for comfort. Okay, that's better. Stay down there. Keep going down. What's my stop loss set at right now? 22 ticks. Yeah. Should have definitely went smaller contract size in here. That would have given me more room to breathe on this trade, but I'm gonna hold it. All right, there we go. Let's hope the price starts rejecting here. Let's hope we get the push I'm looking for. I'm gonna get stopped out here, guys. I can already see it. I don't know if I should just take this loss right now while it's smaller. If I take this loss and it doesn't stop me out, I'm gonna be upset though. At like a $500 loss right now. But if it goes all the way to my loss, it's gonna be $825. I can always close out and I could always re-enter, but I'm gonna hold it just a little bit longer here. But I do feel like I'm gonna get stopped out here, and then I'm tempted to move my stop loss, but I just don't know to where. If I move my stop loss, I don't know where I put the risk at. I'm gonna move the stop for now. I'm not quite done with this trade yet, and I'm gonna move it up high too. I'm gonna give this some chance here. I'm not quite done with this trade yet. So I moved my stop. I don't plan on letting it go that much against me, but I moved it for now. Just because I don't want to get wicked out and have this trade go back my direction. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, Angel. I was thinking about doing that. Take a small L, enter up there, sell contracts in that position. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, but the problem is if I take the L up there, then I wouldn't know where to when to enter again. So if I'm gonna do that, then I could risk losing twice, and if I lose twice, then it'll be the same as taking a bigger loss. You get what I'm saying? So I'd rather just kind of let this trade breathe a little bit longer. before committing to taking the. Because if I take a loss right now, I'm at a $560 loss. I would be taking a loss, and then if I enter another trade, like right now, I'm back down to $400 loss. I'd be taking another trade, and if that trade goes against me, I take another $500 loss there. It's gonna add up the same. So I'd rather just risk a little bit more meat on this first trade, and hope that it continues to go back down in my direction, which it's doing right now. So like right now, I'm only at a $300 loss. So I'm gonna just let this breathe a little bit more. What's your loss looking like right now, Angel? What's your profit, your P&L right now? Like 100, yeah. Yeah, that's nice. $100 loss is a lot. You can let that trade breathe. You don't have like anything to worry about right now. $100 loss is easy. Mine is down 467 right now. Yeah, if I was at $100 loss, I wouldn't even be looking at it, honestly. I would just be letting it ride. But I also am going for, $1,800 profit target. So I guess that's where the difference is. You gotta risk more if you want to make more. So it comes with the territory. Enrique, you must have went on a full mini. You must have done 10 contracts. How many did you do? How many contracts did you do, Enrique? That's true. You can just walk away because you do have your parameters set in place. That's the nice thing about having your stop losses put in. 7 each. That doesn't make. Oh, you must have got a worse entry than us then. 7 each. Because you got less contracts running than Angel. That means, what's your entry, Enrique? Because our entry price was 7,544. You must have got in lower than us. $7,545. Okay, yeah. Wait, 7,545. You got a better entry than us. So you can't be down 220. There's no way, dude. Your entry is better than our entry. Come on, let's go. Let's get a nice sell off on this. Let's start the next candle pure red. I want to see nothing but blood. Let's go. And that means Angel's down more than 100 on each. Because if you're down 179 and you're running less contracts and you got a better entry, you sure you're not down 175 total between both accounts? Because when you're running groups, Enrique, it'll show you like the total for both accounts, and then on the top corner is going to show you P&L per account. But on that bottom area right there in front of you, it's going to tell you the total for like what your total is for both accounts together. That might be what you're looking at. God damn, 507. Ow. How many accounts are you running? That doesn't make any sense. You did something wrong there. I don't know what you did. That doesn't make any sense. How many accounts are you running? I thought you were running 2 accounts. 2. That's weird. I'm down 542 right now on 1 account, but I'm running 3 contracts. So I have 3 minis running right now, and I'm down 542. And my entry price was 544. All right, come on, man. Let's bring price down. Come on already. Bring this price down. Price is kind of hovering right around that trend line. We broke above it, but it's still like it keeps hanging around that trend line. I need to see this price break down past this trend line. Because the longer it stays above the trend line, the worse it looks for us. So we need price to break down below that trend line. I'm hoping for a real aggressive push at some point when it does, and I hope it just breaks right past it. Ugh. Come on, let's get some movement here. I hate it when price is this slow. Here we go. Now we're seeing a nice little push down. Let's hope it keeps going. There we go. This is what we're looking for, guys. Let's hope we can keep this going. Let's hope we keep this momentum going down. New 5-minute candle. So let's see how this one plays out, guys. All right, so far I like what I'm seeing in this last couple candles, guys. So let's hope it keeps going down this direction. If we can get price to break that previous 5-minute candle low on the last 5-minute candle, I think we'll be in good shape to at least get back into the break-even zone for now, but hopefully go right into profit. I want to see this thing sell off. I want to see us do this, what we did the last time we were at this trend line. This is what I want to see. I want to see us go into a nasty sell-off, just like we did there, and just like we did up here. Touch, sell, sell, sell. I'm wanting to see that, and that's what I'm waiting for. Might take a little while, but I'm gonna wait. Got to see this 5-minute candle give us some more pressure down. Just 2 5-minute candles were ending off like on doji status, so we need to see a more aggressive push here. This one's giving a little bit of a push right now, but I need it to break the previous 5-minute candle. It went and it double wicked the low of the previous 5-minute candle, but it didn't break it. It literally just double tapped the same price. So we need to see price come down here and break it. There we go. Let's see if we can do it right now. We got 1 minute and 33 seconds left on this candle. Let's see if we can get price to break below that previous 5-minute candle. We double tapped that price already, but we want to break it. If we can do that, there we go. We just broke it there. Okay. That's looking better for us. Now let's hope that this next 5-minute candle continues, and then we can get a 3-candle continuation. And that would be beautiful. We can get a 3-candle continuation. That'll be a strong confirmation that we can be going back into a sell. Let's hope that it commits to this price action that it's doing right now. There we go. Come on. It was a nice push. 35 seconds left on this candle. Go. Next candle starting off right here. 5 seconds left. Let's hope this next candle continues what we got going on right now. We can start off and get a nice push. That'll be fabulous. Be good for our position. Getting a little bit of a run up, but that's fine. We expect that at the beginning of the candle. Gonna want to go one direction first. But we got to just see where that candle decides to level out for the rest of the 5 minutes. Come back up towards that trend line. See if we can respect it. At the trend line. Hope stays below that previous 5-minute candle top. We broke slightly below the last candle already on open, but it was right at open. So it slightly broke below it. So we just went and tested that trend line again. Let's hope that that's the highest it's going to go on this candle. Let's hope it keeps going down from here. We're at the pretty much halfway point, 3 minutes right now. And let's hope that this thing sells off for the rest of these 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Let's go. Come on. Show some selling pressure here. Guarantee you we're going to be somewhere around this 1 minute EMA. Watch. Where the hell is this thing at? Not far. 1 minute EMA is down here. Gotta keep an eye on that as well. We're back at that trend line again. Two minutes left on this candle. Got to keep price below this previous candle. So far, we're staying below it, so it's good. Maybe spoke too soon. We just got a strong spike there, and we broke it. Not good. We broke it down here, now we broke it up here. This next candle coming up is going to be a deciding factor of whether or not I stay in this trade. We got a minute and 30 seconds left on this candle. This next candle, I'm going to decide whether or not I'm staying in. Right now, I'm not down too much. I'm down 467 right now. This is the kind of loss that I could sleep with. I'll be fine with that. I just don't like how price is pretty much being stagnant around that zone right now where we're at. It hasn't really done much, and I would have wanted to see something more by now. We've been sitting in this position for longer than I prefer. Been in this position for just about an hour now. That's longer than I like to be in a trade, to be honest. $35 seconds left in this candle. See if it pushes down. There we go. Price is going to open at the bottom of this, so that's good. So hopefully when the price opens on this next 5-minute candle, maybe we start pushing down from here. Let's see. A very wicky candle for that 5-minute end to the upside, so that's good. That's showing us that buyers aren't really liking it up there because price rejected that extremely hard in the 5-minute candle. So let's see what this candle does. Let's hope that it does not go back up. Let's hope it starts shooting back down. So let's see. We started low, so let's see if we can break this previous two candles. I'm gonna go grab some chocolate because it's taking too long. I'm due for my sugar fix. I'm gonna go grab some chocolate real quick. All right. I'm like so tempted to just get out of this trade because I'm tired of sitting in this trade. But I don't want to get out of this trade and then price decide what it wants to do. And let's say price goes into a sell and I sat in this trade this whole time. Take a small loss. So it's not a bad loss. Or now $400 loss, no big deal. But I don't want to take a $400 loss just for price to then go in the direction I was waiting for it to go. But the price action is trash right now. Only got a minute and 55 seconds left on this candle. Sitting at a $300 loss right now, so that's not terrible, honestly. I'm only letting this thing breathe because I don't want it to go into a sell without me. But I don't want to be here all night. So if it doesn't decide to do something soon, I'm just going to set my stop loss, take profit, and go about my night. Cut the stream. But right now, we're going to let it play out for a little bit because I would like to get the W on the stream. Because yesterday I got them for $1,800, but it was not on the stream. It was off of my phone. So I would like to get the W on the stream if possible. But if it's taking too long, then I'm going to just let it keep playing out and just report back tomorrow what the results were. Bro. Back in the 200s now. That was good. Finally getting some more activity here. Double tap that same price again. I don't love that. Would like to see it break it. There we go. We broke it. So this is a loss I'm considering taking right now. I'm back at like 190 loss. And just for how annoying this night is, back to 167. I'm gonna let this ride because now we're getting some strong selling pressure. So right now, only down 160 bucks. Let's see if this thing continues to sell down because we're getting some good selling pressure right now. Oh, let's see where that 1 minute EMA at. We're probably right at that freaking 1 minute EMA. Yep, of course we are. We're right by the 1 minute EMA, guys. So that's something we definitely got to keep in mind. I would love it to go to that 1 minute EMA and just blast past it, but I just don't know if it's going to do that. I'm only down 160 right now, so it's like, in my opinion, pretty much a completely free trade at this point. It's very cheap. I just don't know what it's going to do at this 1 minute EMA. It could come to this 1 minute EMA and it could bust through it and go into the sell I've been waiting for. Or it can get to this 1 minute EMA and it can go right back into a buy, and then I'll be sitting back at like $400 or $500 loss. So I'm down only $50 right now. It broke past the EMA. I'm only down 50 right now, so it's pretty much break even. I'm in the positive. We're back positive, guys. I do like the way it's selling, but I don't know if it's going to really truly commit past this 1 minute EMA, but I do like the way it's selling right now. We're positive again. Trade is in the green. We are positive. Let's go. Let's see if we can continue with the selling pressure. I might just close this trade out just out of annoyance. We are positive right now. See where that 5 minute EMA is sitting at. Five-minute EMA is way down there. I would love price to go down there, guys. Of choice. I can get it out here slightly in profit, or I can just hold it a little bit longer. But like I said, it's been an annoying day. I'm gonna let this candle play out. We got 2 minutes left on this candle. gonna see what price wants to do after this candle. Price went back above that 1 minute EMA, guys. So this thing might go right back into a buy. So I might just take the loss right now while it's slower. Yeah, we're back above that 1 minute EMA. So price broke down below that 1 minute EMA, guys, and it's gone back up. Let's see what it does right here. I'm gonna get ready to flatten my position because I'm not gonna just sit here and fuck around with this all night. I'm at a $200 loss right now. I was just positive like $90. So price did go in our favor, but I don't know if it's gonna stay above this 1 minute EMA. If price were to break back down below it, that would be great. The 1 minute EMA right now is sitting around 75, 44.50. We got 30 seconds left on this candle. I don't love the way this candle looks either. It's a tough call. I think I'm gonna just take this loss, only $140 loss right now. If this thing goes into the sell without me, I'm gonna be annoyed, to say the least. Let's see what this candle does for us. Fighting at this 1 minute EMA right now, guys, and I don't know which direction it's gonna go. Okay, we're back to a $90 loss. Very tempted to close this trade out right now. I'm at $50 loss. I'm about to be back in profit right now. But man, I feel like if I close this trade, I'm going to regret it. I feel like it's going to end up going all the way. I might let this trade run, guys, but I might let it run off stream. We're back in profit right now. I just don't want to be sitting here stuck to the computer. I don't want to be glued on the computer, but I might let this trade run off stream. This is exactly what I've been waiting for, though. And price is doing it now, so it would be a shame to walk away now. But I need more confirmation that it's going to continue to sell down. Price is back at that 1 minute EMA. Bounced off of it again. Where that 1 minute EMA is at now. Price keeps going back up to it. We're below it right now. We are back in profit again. Back into profit, guys. Let's see if we can commit down here. I might just put my stop loss like right above that EMA and just say screw it. Risk only a little bit. We're back in profit. We're up $100 right now, 150. We're back in profit now, guys. We're up 150, 195, 150. It keeps going back and forward. Remember, I'm running big contracts, so the price moves pretty quickly. Each tick is moving about $40 right now for me. I'm just gonna put this shit to break even. I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna probably regret this, but I'm gonna put my stop loss right here. Very minimal risk. I'm gonna be risking like 180 bucks, $200. So I'm gonna put it at 75.45, guys. And if it goes back to, then it is what it is, guys. I'm gonna get stopped out. I really don't care at this point. I'm gonna go 75.45, and that's it. So my stop loss, I'm only risking 225 on this trade, guys. I'm gonna risk a little bit more. You know, screw that. I'm gonna risk let me risk 300 on this trade. I'm gonna risk 300 on this trade, guys, and that's it. I'm leaving my stop there. We're up 140 bucks right now. So my stop loss is now at 74.46 or 75.46, guys. I just don't feel like sitting here risking a lot today. I had a really good day earlier. Made 1,800, so I don't want to be giving that away. So my stop loss is 75.46, guys. So I'm right here. And if price goes back up there, guys, then I'm out of the trade. And I'm gonna just let this thing run. Currently up $160 right now. Because the way I see it, if price shoots up past that 1 minute EMA again, guys, and starts going back up, then the likelihood of it reversing is higher. So I'm gonna leave my price there. So stop loss is set. Last time I'm changing it, 75.46. I'm risking 300 on the trade. Take profits at 1,800. I'm gonna let this thing ride. And that is what it is, guys. I mean, I could take the trade right now and profit, but I'm not here for, you know, $200. It's at $200 right now. So I'm gonna let it just do its thing. And we'll see where this ends up. But to me, $300 risk trade is essentially a free trade. So I'm not really too worried about this. Good call, Enrique. How much did you get out at? There you go. That's all you need, bro. 240 is good, bro. You can still trade tomorrow if you want to. I don't know what you did though, Enrique, because I don't know how you made more than me, because I'm up 132 right now, bro. Unless my price is frozen. 170. I'm up 170 right now, so I don't know. 207 right now. I don't know how the hell you made more money than me. It doesn't make sense. Because I'm in this trade for 3 contracts, bro. So I just genuinely don't understand how you made more money than me. I'm thinking you're doing something wrong, but you're probably running micro or minis and you don't even know it. This guy's running minis and he doesn't even know it. Ain't no way. All right, price was just at 300. Maybe I should have taken that 300, but it is what it is, guys. I'm gonna just let this thing keep rocking. I have my stop loss, guys. I have my take profit. I am very comfortable with what I'm risking, so I'm gonna let this thing ride. Angel, you still in this thing? Let me know if you're still in it. Pretty sure it's Angel. It's either Angel or maybe Lalo in here. Let me know if you guys are still in the trade. I'm currently up to 10 right now. I'm up 300 right now, guys. Just let this thing keep on riding. Don't ask me how Enrique made more than me running micros, because that don't make no sense. I might take this here soon, guys. I'm up like 210 right now. Just getting a little annoying. Yeah, no, 15-minute and 1 hour are definitely still showing sells, Angel. And we've been waiting for this sell position to go in, to to kind of take off. So I feel like we're kind of safe for a sell. I may get stopped out because of where I put my stop loss, to be completely honest with you. But that's that's fine. I'm okay with that. But overall, I think that the night's gonna sell off. But we also got this going on right here that I was just looking at. Let's see how it looks on the 5-minute, because I can see it on the 1-minute. On the 5-minute, we have what seems to be a trend here. We have what could be a little possible trend line right here, Angel. On the 5-minute. You can see it on the 5-minute. I identified it in the 1-minute. So that's something to keep in mind, what I just laid out right there, Angel. I'm gonna keep watching this. But like I said, if price does go back up and it takes me out, I'm only losing $300. So I'm genuinely okay with that. Yeah, if we can close below the orb, that'll be lovely. If we can get a full closure below the orb. Honestly, if we get a full closure below the orb, I'll hold for the full take profit. But we need to get there. Price needs to go back down there. Yeah, so definitely would like to see that. 1 second, guys. Definitely would like to see a closure, Angel, below that orb, but right now price is going back in the opposite direction. So I don't know. I don't like this 5-minute candle, to be honest with you. Not my favorite candle, but we'll see. Yeah, price is going back towards that opening range high right now, so we're losing some of our profits right now, but I have my stop loss in place, so if it does get hit, I already know what I'm risking, so I'm not too worried about it. So if I do cut the stream, the most I'm gonna be risking for tonight's trade is 300, but my take profit is at 1800, guys. So If you are gonna stay in the trade when I cut the stream, just go ahead and angel specially you. Go ahead and hope it respects the 1 minute. I'm not sure if it's gonna respect that 1 minute EMA, dude. It might. Price might go above it. So let's see. So we're at the 1 minute EMA right now. So we're retesting that 1 minute EMA, and price could go above this. As long as price stays below 75.46, then you can stay in the trade. I got my stop loss a little bit below that because I don't know. Maybe I'll move it up a little bit. I got it a couple points below that. But as long as price stays below 75.46.50, 75.47, then the sell is still valid. But I'm not going to sit on stream the whole time because the price is just moving too slow. So I have my stop loss in place right now at 75.46 flat. So if price goes there, I'm going to get out of the trade at a $300 loss. But if not, if it goes all the way to 75.32, it's going to hit for the $1,800 profit target. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let it keep running. Right now, we're respecting that 1 minute EMA. Price is coming down. So if we can break down past this 1 minute EMA and then we can go and close under the 5 minute orb, then we'll be good. It should just be smooth sailing from there, but we need to get below this most recent trend line I just put right here, which is at 75.41.50. So we need to break 75.41.50 right now. And if we can break that zone, I'll highlight it. If we can break this zone right here, then we'll be good. But price is going to keep teetering around, and I just don't feel like sitting here to kind of wait for it because it's already getting late. I got to walk my dog, and just get ready for bed and stuff. I still haven't even unpacked for my trip, so I got to unpack everything. I should have done that earlier. So I don't want to sit on stream, to let this whole thing play out, but I am letting you guys know where my stop loss is at so you can set your parameters as well. But I would suggest, you know what? I'm going to switch my stop loss actually. So I'm going to put my stop loss to, I'm going to put my stop loss to 75.47.50. And that's where it's going to be, 75.47.50. That gives it just a little bit of room to breathe. It still keeps me at a nice ratio there. I'm gonna get rid of this. So yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. So that way, let me get rid of this drawing. I'm gonna do it that way, guys. So that way, if worst case scenario, the trade is still breathing. I'm still in profit right now, but I'm not in great profit. I'm up like $100. So I'm gonna let the trade continue to breathe, and I'm gonna adjust my stop parameters just a little bit here. We'll put my stop at 74.57.50, and then I'm gonna sign off. But all right, so my stop is at 75.47.50. Sorry, guys. My take profit is at 75.32, and I'm gonna leave it like that and just let this thing ride. I'm pretty sure it's gonna bang out. I got a feeling I'm gonna wake up to a banger, but we'll see. I'll either wake up to $1,800 in profit, or I'll wake up to like $300 something loss. So I'll take those odds any day, guys. So just make sure if you're staying in the trade, set your stop loss, set your take profit. Again, I would love to sit here and stream the W, but can't always play out that way. I don't want to be on stream for hours and hours and hours. So you guys know where my parameters are set up, and just wish you guys the best. And if you see the trade going against you and you want to cut it, then cut it. You have full ability to do that. So, but all right, guys, I'm gonna sign off here, and hope everyone does well. Hope the trade plays out for all of us. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.